Child, I look up and it said you live. I looked down, I looked up on I am live, honey. And listen, child, y'all, I am right on time. Green Eyes Sparkle Baby is in the building and she's on time. Hey friends. Listen. Well, we got us a nice show. It's a nice show. It's a nice little bit of this, a nice little bit of that, and it's a good show today. And y'all know what's gonna make this show even better today? This is the 75th episode of Green Eyes Sparkle Baby, the show. Episode 75 coming in strong. Episode 75 coming in hot. Thank y'all for just riding with me for 75 episodes in. I am grateful. I am appreciative. Yes, y'all, let's rock and roll on this 75th episode. As I always like, I just want to say I'm honored that I took a chance on me. I took a risk on me back in 2025, and I've been rocking and rolling ever since, and I haven't stopped. So this is the 75th episode, and I think I need to do something big for the 100. What y'all thinking? We got 25 more episodes to go before we hit 100 episodes. So y'all get in the chat and let me know what y'all thinking. What should we do, friends? What should we do for the 100th episode? I'm gonna need some ideas. So y'all just let me know what y'all thinking for the episodes. And I appreciate that I appreciate y'all so very much as we come on in. I appreciate when y'all hit that like button and let me know that you all are supporting and rocking and rolling with Green Eyes Sparkle Baby, because it's always a show. As always, I like to give a shout out to Mom Knows Best. I don't know. Mom Knows Best might be on live right now watching. Shout out to Mom Knows Best. She also has a channel on YouTube, but she is not called Mom Knows Best on YouTube. She is BJ the Researcher. All right, so y'all give BJ the Researcher a follow. That's my mom, and she does. She did a little cooking show last week, y'all. So she does cooking. She does a little history. She doing her thing, y'all. She doing her thing. So I just wanted to make sure I gave a shout out to my mom. And of course, y'all, I like to kick it off with a little inspiration as we rolling in here in the building. And friends, y'all put in the chat. Y'all can say hello, hi. I love when the chat be chatting, honey. The chat is where it's at. Y'all be commenting. Y'all be putting y'all little 2 cents in. And I am here for all of it. So I appreciate y'all. So y'all know I had to go digging in, honey, with the I call him the visionary. That Master P be having some words, friends. I love Master P when he posts his little phrases and statements. I see y'all. Hey, little King. Hey, Candy. How y'all doing? Clock it. Thank y'all for coming in and not being bashful or shy. Appreciate y'all. Child, Master P has some downloads, honey. I wrote down about 3 of Master P downloads. Yes, friends, y'all come on in. Y'all good? I see you. Hey now. Hey, I appreciate you. How y'all doing? Now, Master P said, yeah, somebody even, child, they even said my government name, child. They said, hey, Carissa. You said you do good. Keep up the good work. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you for that. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Master P said, I did a lot of work. He said, I did a lot with a little. Now, imagine what I'm going to do with a lot. So he said, if he could do a lot with a little, imagine what he can do now with a lot. That resonated with me, friends. What you say? I appreciate it. Good. You said good. All right. Y'all, I pause and read the chat sometimes too. Now, that hit a nerve with me. That resonated. We used to make things stretch back in the day. We would take that, it might be the last of the last, and we was going to take that last of the last, and we would stretch it. We would stretch it as far as it could go. Child, I can tell y'all one thing. Back in the day when I was in college, Friends, they got these jokes on TikTok talking about, what can you buy with $1? They be having these little trends and stuff like these days. What can you buy with $1? Can I tell y'all what I bought with $1 when I was in college? Child, we would go over there to that grocery store. I don't remember the name of the grocery store, but it was like close to the college campus. I would go to the grocery store. They had ramen noodles. Y'all ready for this? The ramen noodles, you could get 5 packs of ramen noodles for 25 cents. Okay? So that took care of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I would get the ramen noodles and I would get the chicken pack. I didn't really use the seasoning packets because I like to boil it and add my own little specialty to it. So before they start doing these food trucks with the ramen noodles, honey, as a college kid, you be on top of your A game. I didn't use the seasoning packet. No, 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 honey. But let me tell y'all what I did. I would boil those noodles, and then I would add my broccoli. And then what I would do is add my little cheese. Honey, I used to like that Kraft. Y'all know the Kraft singles, the Kraft single cheese. Child, I used to take that Kraft single cheese and I would drop it in a pot with my noodles and my broccoli. Child, that was a whole meal. I called that the my pasta. I call it my broccoli pasta dish. Okay? It was just meatless. You had to know how to live on a budget back in those days in college. Anybody understand and can relate to that? Uh-huh. Now, so you could do a lot. Back then, you could do a lot with a little. But now, what Master P saying, just imagine what he could do now, because he's got a lot. So just imagine what he gonna do. And he had another little saying too. He said, and I said, wow. I said, this is a download. Master P said, delete negative people. Forget your past, accept your mistake, and restart your life. That's what that child. I got that right off Master P page on Instagram. I love reading his downloads. He be having some good motivational download nuggets, and I am here for all of it. Oh, I appreciate the compliment. You said I look so pretty. You said, are we reading the Bible because you're a Christian? We're not reading the Bible today, friend, but that's so sweet. No, friend, this is an episode where I do my inspiration. And that's what I call the inspiration corner, when I just do little motivational nuggets and do little downloads. I do a shout out. I always give my mom a shout out. And we do trendy news and inspiration, and we do little learning nuggets as well. Because sometimes, friends, I be having these Thursday thoughts. And if the Thursday thought hit, child, y'all might get a little monologue speech, friend. Y'all just never know. Because Green Eye Sparkle stays ready. So inspiration doesn't mean necessarily that we're gonna read the Bible, but we're gonna get motivated, we're gonna get encouraged, and we're gonna get inspired. So the inspiration today comes from Master P. Thank you for loving and liking on this live stream. I appreciate you. Look, King, you said you my biggest fan. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you for saying that you're my biggest fan. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Aw, that is so sweet. Now listen, honey, we got some things to talk about. Because y'all ready. And I appreciate y'all coming in and hitting that like button. Thank y'all so very much. I can grow as a content creator, and YouTube is acknowledging me. When y'all take the time to hit that like button, I am growing. Like I said, this is the 75th episode, and it's only going to get bigger and greater by the weeks, y'all. Last week, I was actually streaming live on location at a food truck festival. That was a lot of fun. So my goal is to mix it up and do those kinds of things. I got an interview coming up. With the award-winning movie producer, Darion McGee. That's coming on Doc real soon. He won Best Feature Film in the Film Festival. And yours truly was the director on the set, Green Eye Sparkle. So we gonna get Mr. McGee in for an interview. So that's coming up too, y'all. We gonna have different things. We gonna have a little this and a little that. Now, I couldn't believe my eyes, y'all, when I read this story. It literally broke, like, I think about 2 hours ago. Now, y'all heard that song, by Young Miami. You know, where all my scandalous at. And da 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 da. And then she says, "Spin that, spin that." I want y'all to know, it was a mother-daughter duo in Seattle. Honey, child, I'm gonna say allegedly, but honey, they had they had the footage. This mother-daughter duo stole over $7,000 of Louis Vuitton bags, child, out of the Nordstrom's Mall out there in Seattle, honey. Now, I'm going to say allegedly, even though the camera was rolling, they got all the business, all the tea. Now, they said that, they just got out of jail. They went to jail in 2024 for the same thing, stealing. They heard this song, y'all, and I think they just lost control of themselves. I don't think they could help themselves, honestly. I think when they heard that song, they actually thought maybe the song was about them. So what do they do? Child, y'all, they go back outside to the street. Y'all just got home. They just got home. They take off and they go to the mall. They over there in Nordstrom's. Child, they don't got themselves caught up in some trouble. Y'all hear me? Then this is what got them in trouble. They go on live with the Young Miami song on, talking about where all my at. And then they talk about spin that. Spin that. Y'all showing stolen bags on y'all social media? I got to ring the bell. I said, now that is hilarious. I had to take that out my Sparkle tickle box because that just tickled me. Who would do something like that? I mean, seriously, did they think they were going to get away with that? Y'all outside in the mall stealing. That song is a song, just, it's just got a nice little vibe, just a little zhush. It's a movie coming out called Boosters. And, they just having fun. I think this mother-daughter duo took it seriously. They just came home from jail for stealing in 2024. Child, they back in jail. Now, I don't know if they gonna get out without the bail, honey. I don't know. Because this one right here was pretty serious. They in the mall. Hey, we got the moderator in the building. We got Mick Swagger. How you doing? You said the song was a sign like like the bat signal. I love it, Mick Swagger. Yes, it was. It was like a it was like the sign. Batman. They showed up. That honey, it was an anthem. I guess it was an anthem for all the boosters. But I don't know why would they try to attempt to do such as that, and then they go and put it on social media. Now, I'm going to say allegedly, friends, but honey child, listen. They had that all plastered on the IG. They had video camera footage, and I don't know who to give credit for. I can't remember the page that posted this, but they had surveillance camera. They showing them. But the other part of it is, what really got me was I literally could not believe the daughter had the bags, the stolen bags, on the social media, dancing around with them. Spin that. Spin it. Where we do that at? I don't know. I think they got overly excited, y'all. I really do. I think they got... You said a call to arms. They hit the stores. I love it. What you said, a little kid, you said this song is called Spin That. Yeah. It's called Spin That. Yeah, Young Miami. They literally took that song literally. I couldn't believe my eyes. I said, well, I got to talk about this. I said, now, when I said, is this not funny or what? But what get me? I thought the daughter is supposed to learn from the mother. No, they're a dynamic duo. They outside. I guess the mother was teaching all right. They over there at the mall. So when they got in trouble in 2024, I believe what the report said was they were stealing out of Macy's. This time they upped the ante. They over there at Nordstrom's. Child, honey, y'all, they real brave in these days. You don't get away with nothing. All these surveillance cameras, all the rah-rah going on. I don't know. I don't know. I thought that was real bold and gutsy. Now, for all of y'all that love that song, I don't know. Would y'all go outside in the store and literally live out what the song says or no? I think I'm cool. I'm chilling. Nobody ain't trying to do that, friends. And I'm gonna say allegedly, but honey, the footage, the surveillance from the mall says different. But because this is my show, I'm gonna just say allegedly, honey. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Yes, yes. Now let me get into this other mess. Um, mm, I had to do a double take. I said this is odd and unusual too. Y'all ready for this story right here? Now this story broke. It had to, I saw it around, I would say around 1:32 p.m. Right after I did my other show. Y'all know I got my TikTok shop. Shout out to TikTok. Y'all go and y'all help yourselves to do some shopping, friends. But it was right after I did my shop, right? And I grabbed something to nibble on. And I was scrolling through my little social media like I normally do. And it said breaking. And I said, breaking? What's breaking now, y'all? What's breaking? I hope, what they breaking now, friends? I said, I hope nobody ain't broke no bones or nothing. What's going on breaking? Well, honey child, y'all listen. Allegedly, the reporter from the Spurs, y'all know the NBA team, the Spurs, child, they fired him down to the ground. They don't fire him and send him packing and say he ain't got to go home, but he got to get up out of here. Do y'all know why this man got fired? Allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly, y'all, because like I said, it said it now. But they said now, I'm going to say allegedly, because maybe he going to come out with his whole own story about what had happened. You know how people like to say, no, that ain't the truth. See, what had happened was, you know how they like to do that, friends. Well, the Spurs reporter allegedly got fired because he was cheating on his girlfriend. Y'all ain't gonna believe it. He was cheating on his girlfriend with one of the sisters from one of the Spurs players. So everybody tight like this. They all hanging tight like this. So not only was he reporting, giving play-by-play for the team, he out there flirting and hanging out and dating one of the Spurs players' sisters. At first, I had to read that several times to get clarity and understanding, because at first I didn't understand. I was like, I read it and I said, I don't get this. He gets fired because he cheated. I mean, I was really confused because it wasn't like he was married. I thought it said he was married. But I think it's the part, y'all help me out in the chat. I think it comes down to this part. He fraternizing with family members of the team that he's reporting for. I don't know. It's a conflict of interest. Y'all help me out with this one. I don't understand. They were not married, but he was dating, allegedly, one of the Spurs players' sisters. Now, I guess there's going to be more coming out, but this was breaking news, y'all. I said, huh? I said, well, what the Sam here, Blazers? Maybe there's more to the story that I'm missing, but y'all will let me know. You said, you talking about the mother-daughter duo? You said the mother is supposed to take care of the child, not put her in dangerous situations like stealing. I agree with you, Fred. I don't know. These days are quite different. People do some odd stuff. I mean, that was real bold and gutsy. And as I reflect on it, I don't think it was a need for them to do that stealing. I think it was about getting accolades. Okay, if you talk about acclimate. I think more so, it was not about them stealing because they needed the money. I think it was about they heard that song and they wanted to get acknowledgement of being the original boosters from back in. Sorry, I'm back. I'm back, friends. Sorry about that. Sorry, I am here. I am here. Sorry, friends. I hope y'all can hear me. Like I said, I don't believe that it was about, and I hope y'all can hear me. I don't think it was about they needed the money. I think they wanted the recognition from being a booster is what I'm thinking. So, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You said, "Oh, okay, yeah." So I'm thinking that's really what it was. I don't think because $7,000 worth of Louis Vuitton purses. I think it had everything to do with they wanted to boast about being boosters. I think it was more so about them wanting to be boosters and wanting to show out. You agree with that? And Mick Wagger, I mean, Mick Swagger, you said you had to go watch the story. Oh, so you saw the story. So you saw the story. Which story did you go watch? The one about the boosters, about them purses? Or did you see the story about the reporter from the Spurs getting fired for messing with the sister? You read the story about about the daughter that just got out of jail. Yeah, like I said, I think it had everything to do with the fact that they want to be acknowledged as the original boosters. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking in my humble opinion. You said the daughter had just got out of jail. Yep. Uh-huh. Like I said, y'all, I could not believe it. And then, friends, listen, if y'all go on the social media pages and y'all just type in the story, y'all will see her with the purses, with all the Louis Vuitton. Y'all will see her with the purses talking about spend that. I cannot, y'all. They talking about spend that, spend that with the stolen goods. I mean, I'm at a loss for words. But now the other story that I shared too, I thought that was unusual. Oh, friends, did I tell you? Listen, I don't rock this every week, but y'all, because it's the 75th episode, I had to put on Green Eye Sparkle Baby the show. I washed my hair and I haven't done anything with my hair yet, y'all. But I just want to showcase my Green Eye Sparkle Baby the show because it is the 75th episode. Who knows? As I grow and get bigger and bigger, y'all, I might be selling me some merchandise, y'all. Y'all like my hat. Child, I may be selling me some hats and shirts. What y'all thinking? I wanna market my show, y'all. I'm a believer in seeing bigger things. I have visions about where I can take my platform, and with you guys coming in and supporting and loving on my show, hey, who knows? The sky's the limit. You said, oh, you back too? You just finished watching the story about about the girl. Hey, friends. Yes, it's the 75th. Yes, Mick Swagger. Yes, this is the 75th episode. And earlier, before you came in, I was asking, once I hit the 100th episode, what do you guys think I should do on the 100th episode? I need some ideas. Y'all put them in the chat. Y'all know I'm going to come back and read the chat. Y'all let me know what y'all think I should do on the 100th episode. But both of those stories got me. What I was shook at about the Spurs reporter, that Spurs announcer who does the calling, and this is allegedly, but y'all, they had this man name all out there in the business too. So I'm gonna just tell y'all like it is. Now, allegedly, it is Jacob Toby. Jacob Toby he's the lead play-by-play announcer. He talks, give all the moves and everything. And they fired him. Now, why do y'all think they fired him? Because it was a bad reflection on the team. He wasn't married to the girlfriend, but he definitely was fraternizing with the player because he was messing with the player's sister. What are he doing over there messing with the player's sister? I don't know, y'all. I just thought it was interesting. Hey, yeah, 75, yeah. You say throw a party. I should throw a party when I hit 100. My 100th episode, you said maybe talk about my favorite topic from the past episodes. Yes, that's a good idea. I like both of those ideas. I like throwing a party and talking about the episodes. Who knows? That is an awesome idea. Maybe I'll go on location, go live, celebrate the 100th episode, and talk about some fun things. Y'all are absolutely right. Thank y'all for sharing. Those are good ideas. I'm writing y'all ideas down right now. Look, King, you said throw a party. That's what you said, Mick Swagger. You said talk about episodes from my favorite topic from the past episodes. Okay, I'm writing it down because I like y'all ideas. And anybody else? If y'all have ideas, y'all put them in the chat because I'm writing down what y'all saying in the chat because, like I said, I need ideas. And where can I get the best ideas? From the viewers, my sparklers. Y'all be spot on. So I like what y'all said. Throw a party. I like that. And favorite topic. I'm writing that down too. Favorite topic from episodes from one, yeah, from one of my episodes. Got it. And you said, oh, we should talk about John 3:16 from the Bible. You know the whole verse. Oh, well, look at you knowing the whole John 3:16. All right, friend, I know what you're talking about. So, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. You talking about that verse, friend? Y'all got some creative ideas. Y'all got some creative ideas now. But listen, y'all, back to the regularly scheduled program. So yeah, Jacob Toby has found himself in a lot of trouble. Maybe he didn't think anything of it because he was dating the sister of the Spurs player, but the basketball team did not like that. So Jacob, I don't know what you're gonna do, friend. Even though you weren't married to the girl, but you cheated on the girl with one of the player's sisters. I think that's a conflict of interest. You said the word is that the Spurs commentator's girlfriend got into his IG account and said, "I'm Jacob and I'm a cheater." What? What? I'm gonna touch my nose, Mick Swagger. Wow. It what? Wow. Ooh, that's a download. That's a download. Tell all I knew was the team, they weren't having it. The hire us for the team, they were not having it, and he has saw his way right out of a job. I guess it was worth it. I hope it was worth it for him because that, sometimes it's better to just confront the issue at hand. And if you don't like, if you are with the other girl, right, and it's not working out, tell the young lady you got a high profile job. Why would you sit there and date the basketball player's sister and you got the other girlfriend sitting over here, whether y'all married or not? That's not the point. The point is, this is a professional job. And you are held to a higher standard in this professional job, friend. So you don't came over here messing around with the girlfriend and the sister and found yourself in some trouble. Isn't that something? Wow. What you said, little King here. You put the whole scripture in the chat. Well, y'all can read the whole scripture because I tell you what, y'all be on top of y'all A game. I appreciate the love and how y'all come on in and bless this live. It is something about the energy when I go live that it's just everything but a great joy and blessing. When I go live, I meet the most fascinating, interesting friends on my live that y'all bring so much energy and we have good conversation. Mick Swagger, you said, it said, this is my girlfriend of 6 years, but I cheated on her with Lauren Waters. Ooh, she even put the girl government name in there. So feel free to continue following me if you really think I'm a good guy, because I'm not. She typed all of that on his Instagram page. Oh, she's a bad one right there. Ooh, thing. She bad to the bone. How did she get into his IG account? That's interesting. I'm curious to know how did she get into the IG account to do all that typing? I mean, that's a lot of typing, and to put the government name and everything in it. Oh, child. I am at a loss for words. I told y'all this episode 75 is quite interesting, honey. We got a little bit of this, we got a little bit of that, we got a little bit of everything going on in this live. Yeah, she wasn't playing. No, Mick Swagger, she wasn't playing not one bit. Child, I tell you, I told y'all it was so many interesting things. I said, gosh, I don't even know where to start. My show today, I said it's a lot, a lot of moving parts, twists and turns. Let me give a shout out also. Cardi B was at Fashion Week in Paris. And child, they said Cardi B came up in there representing Honey. They said Cardi B was in there dressed to impress. All right, you do your thing. She's always been a classy dresser when it comes down to dressing to the nines for an event. Y'all got to give Cardi the credit where credit is due. She can dress. That's a dressing young lady. She can take an outfit and make it look like $1,000,000. I don't know who designs the dresses or where she gets them from, but she is a very stylish young lady. She can wear some dresses. Yes. Uh-huh. Now, moving right along to the NFL. I'm going to talk about a few things about the NFL. Oh, that's how Mick Swagger. You think he left his IG open. He probably walked away, maybe used the bathroom, went to go get him something to eat, perhaps even to fix him a drink, and she just eased right on over there and took over that IG. Ooh, that's true too, friend. Now, that's a possibility also. Yeah, that's a possibility. I didn't even think about that. Because if he left it open, she could just dig right in and help herself. Now, on the NFL side, now this was coming in, the reporter Kevin Patra. He was talking about the AFC South, and he was talking about how, the NFL, they're getting ready for the training camps. And he actually highlighted the Colts, the Jaguars, the Texans, and the Titans as they are preparing for this new season. And so he was sharing some information, they all coming in off the AFC South. He was sharing some information about the Indianapolis Colts. They need to report the rookies. The rookies have to report July 27th. The veterans, they get one more day to relax. Then they come on July 28th to training camp at Grand Park. Now, the Jaguars, they started their camp. The rookies got to report July 25th. The veterans, they get them a good old 3-day break, friends. The veterans don't report until July 28th. Uh-huh. Now, they're going to be over there. They're going to be right on over there at the training camp at the Miller Electric Center. So, y'all, y'all can go to the training camps. All you got to do is go online to y'all favorite NFL team and purchase a training camp ticket, and y'all can go see them in real time. Welcome in, friend. Hey, Derek, how you doing? All right, Derek, I know that's right. Go Bucks. Hey. Friend, I feel like I need to get me a training camp ticket and go on over there to Advent Health and see my Bucks do their thing. Drive over there. Drive all the way over on the other side of the world. But I like my Bucks now. You said you can't wait for them to tear it up. Oh yeah, I that's what I said. I got a friend over on my TikTok. He said he worried about this season. He said, he hates that Mike Evans left. He didn't think the team was going to be good. I said, no. You got to have an optimistic mindset. I said, I think the Bucks will be fine. We got some young players coming in. It's some fresh air. I feel like we're going to do some things. I feel like we got what it takes. And you said Duval. Look, he said Duval. Speaking of Duval, so the Jaguars. So, yeah, so the rookies coming in on July 25th. Now, the veterans come in July 28th. Now, what's interesting, y'all, is allegedly, Travis is not happy about the positions they want him to play for this season. Did y'all know they only want him to serve as a receiver part-time? They want him operating as a corner. Well, allegedly, he's not too happy with this. I don't know if they're going to switch it up or change it. But these were the rumors as they were doing, coming in with the drafts and all this stuff. It was conversation around that. No, Travis will not be serving as a wide receiver. It was saying that Travis is going to serve as a corner and a part-time. Well, I shouldn't say he's not at all. Part-time receiver, but he's going to operate as a corner. Well, allegedly, Travis Hunter is not pleased with this. Mick Swagger, you say, yeah, the Bucks about to have a bad season. I laugh out loud. I forgot. Mick Swagger is a New Orleans Saints fan, and we all from the NFC South. Game on, Mick Swagger. Game on. Hey, we got a bad. I tell y'all know I ain't got my readers on. I'm trying to be cute over here, and I didn't put my readers on. But you said, Zanari, your best friend. Okay, well, I'm glad you shared that. Hey, Alicia, how you doing, friend? Alice, I apologize. It's Alice. Sometimes the names say it look like it say Alicia or Alicia, but it's Alice in the building. Hey, friends. Um, you said, yeah, Travis needs to focus on one position for now until he gets comfortable. Okay, so let me ask this question. If he needs to concentrate on one position, what position should it be? Y'all put it in the chat. What should Travis Hunter focus on? If you're saying he only needs to play one, don't try to take him back to the Colorado Buffalo days where he played two positions. Then what position should he play? I think that'll help. Okay, so you saying he really should play the corner? Go ahead and get him the cornerback. Well, okay, because I don't know. He just felt like he wasn't too pleased with that decision. But we gonna find out. This all allegedly now. This all allegedly, because I am not Travis Hunter. I'm just telling y'all what was reported. Okay. So allegedly he is not happy about playing the corner and a part-time receiver. But to your point, Mick Swagger, you say he should focus on being a cornerback. All right. I'm gonna go with my moderator. If my moderator saying he should be a cornerback, then whoop, there it is. Did I tell y'all I saw them? They won the Lifetime Achievement Award, 95 South. Whoop, there it is, child. I saw them at the it was the Jacksonville Urban Film and Music Festival, and they were very cool. They were very friendly. Shout out to the 95 South. Lil King Gang, you said you think he should be a wide receiver and not a cornerback. Interesting. So we got a difference of opinions. One says cornerback, one says wide receiver. Everybody else, y'all come on and break the third wall. Come on in, break the third wall and get in the chat. What position do y'all think Travis Hunter should play? And we going to keep it moving right along. Now, on the Titans. Now, the Titans, they are scheduled, the rookies are scheduled to report July 23rd. The veterans are scheduled to report July 28th. Now, here is one of the biggest concerns about the Titans. They really need Cam Ward to make it happen this season. I'm trying to find some nice ways to say that, they were on the struggle bus. They were on the struggle bus last season, and y'all know it. They were like dead last, and they were on the struggle bus. Now, the new coach is bringing in Brian. Is his name Brian DeBold? Brian DeBold. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He gonna be working closely. He working closely with Cam Ward. So hopefully they can get Cam ready. They need to get Cam ready so that he can have a good season. So yeah, shout out to Nashville for the Tennessee Titans, y'all. I think they'll pull it off. But it is vital. It is vital that he develops and has good skills this football season, because they can't be last. They don't want to be last again, friends. Hey, what you said, Derek? Fire them cannons. Mick Swagger, you said yes. Cam Ward needs to take a leap. He played okay last year. He wasn't bad. No, he wasn't bad. I think it was a lot of moving parts. They had a lot of organization issues. Then they trying to do a reorg. Here he is, a young quarterback. There were so many moving parts. You can't blame everything on Cam. But the way they tried to paint the picture today, when they were reporting out on these four teams, they talking about, they really need Cam Ward to develop. They really need him to do this. They really need him to do that. And you said you got your Bane jersey. Oh, you got your Bane jersey. Okay. Friend, I don't I'm gonna work on but I'm gonna work on that. I have a jersey, but I have a personalized jersey. I typically don't get the football players' jerseys, but I should, because one day they're gonna be worth a lot of money. I guess I should get the players. I had one jersey personalized. When my cousin played with the Denver Broncos, I did get his jersey because that's my cousin. But as soon as I got the jersey, y'all know how I go. When that 53-man roster gets set, he had to see his way off, and I shout out to my cousin. I love my cousin dearly. I was like, oh man, just when the season gets started, I was about to fly out to Colorado and check him out. He got cut from the team, but I love my jerseys. I wore my jersey when the Bucks didn't do well. We didn't get in the playoffs, and the Broncos were in. My backup. I support the Broncos. Shout out. I mean, cause my cousin played there. It's all good. They got to cut people, friends, and somebody got to go. But I'm appreciative of he had the opportunity. He was a 5th-round draft pick for Colorado, to be exact, y'all. Moving right along, now the Texans. So the Texans rookies, they have to report July 21st. And the veterans report back July 28th. They get them a good old nice resting. Ooh, child, they resting. They going to be relaxing and chilling for a minute. Okay, the Texans. Okay, all right now. So they're going to be over there at the Houston Methodist Training Center. So like I said, friends, you said come to Tampa, and you said the artist, the heiress, angst, the angst for the season to start, the angst, yes. So yeah, friends, so they wanted to report in on the AFC South. I don't know if I don't know if it was because they had a low fruit season, I guess. You said you got a Justin Jefferson jersey. You have Travis Hunter's jersey. You got a lot of jerseys, friend. You got Tom Brady's jersey. Which Tom Brady jersey? You got it with the Patriots or you got it with the Bucks? Because he played with the Bucks too. Shout out to Tom Brady. I rocks with my Tom Brady. Tom Brady was cool. I love when he played with the Bucks. The way that young man well, I call him a young man because if he was still out there on the field, I'm going to call him a young man. They want to try to dog the man by his age. That man was physically fitter than some young folk out there on that field. And when I tell y'all he can move a ball down the field, that's that GOAT-like mentality. I like the way how he moved that ball down the field. A lot of quarterbacks can't move the ball down the field like that, but that Tom Brady, he can show up and show out. Shout out. I'm glad you said Tom Brady. I digress off what you were saying in the chat, Fred. And you said you got Lamar Jackson's jersey. Okay, the collector of the jerseys. Derek, you said Bucky is getting 1,000 yards this year. I hope so. I had to do some commentary at one point when I was getting concerned when Bucky got injured. What's his name? Emeka Buka. He got hurt at one point. I was starting to get real nervous. Then you had Chris Godwin out for half, most of the season. He came in for a little bit. They take him right back out. Then you had Baker Mayfield hurting his fingers, y'all. I didn't know what to think. But, I'm looking for a better season this year. All I'm going to say is this. Now y'all got me in my thirsty thoughts. I'm going to need a running game from my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One thing we don't know how to do is run. Now, Levante David, now he has retired. So what we going to do? All I know is it's going to be a good season. I'm going to keep it positive with my Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but I'm going to tell y'all this. We just need a running game, and I'm going to leave it alone. They got to come out the gate with a running game. All that willy-nilly fumbling, falling down, slipping and turning and twirling and doing jumping jacks when they should be running down to the end zone. We got to stop that. But nevertheless, I digress. What you said, Lil King, you said your second favorite team is Detroit Lions because that one was played by Jimmy Gibbs. He is the running back. He scored the first play in overtime. Okay. And then you said Cam Ward ain't got no weapons. Cam Ward, allegedly now, Derek, they got somebody working side by side to coach him. So the what's his name? Who I told y'all was working with. Let me flip my notes back over. I told y'all that there is a developer, Brian. So allegedly, that's Brian's job. Brian's job is to work on the quarterback skills. So I guess they're going to get his reps together. They're going to get him conditioned and really hone in on getting his skill set ready. Because I can tell you one thing about a quarterback, in my humble opinion, y'all know who I am, child. Y'all don't got me on my football. Yeah, I was talking about the NFL, but I don't got into my football thoughts. A quarterback has a big role. He is the leader out there on that field, period. The quarterback has to get that team in position to get the ball into the end zone. The quarterback, when he is out on the field, when that offense come out on the field, his number one job is to read and know and understand that field. And when a quarterback is outside, when he's in the pocket, he ain't outside yet. But when that quarterback is in the pocket, he needs to move out that pocket. He needs to get that ball executed up in the air, get it in the hands of a receiver, so that get that ball out your hand and get that ball down to the end zone for a touchdown. All I'm saying is a quarterback needs to know how to read the field. They got to know all the moving parts, but they shouldn't sit in the pocket. You sit in the pocket, you're going to get sacked. Get yourself out the pocket. Wear your antennas. Put your antennas up. Make eye contact. Throw that ball. Because y'all do reps all day long. But when y'all get out there on that field, sometimes I think y'all forget what y'all did y'all reps on. And then y'all come out there looking a hot mess. So I say all of that to say, well, I'm thinking that Brian will help Cam Ward be successful out there on the field. You said, yeah, okay. You said no receivers. Todd Bowles better win or he is fired. He's shaking in his boots. I did a whole monologue about Todd Bowles last season because I was concerned. Like I said, I love my Bucks. But sometimes you got to have fierce conversations. I love my Bucks. I do. But sometimes you got to tell it like it is. And I felt like from the lens of a sideline coach, I just put my little commentary together. He can't be now. Todd Bowles cannot be looking at old film footage about the yesteryears. They can look at it a little bit, but we got to bring in a solid game because these teams that we playing now, they ain't looking and blowing the dust off of film footage. No, honey. No, they coming blazing with some new talent. They coming blazing with some new plays, and sometimes you know what? I know they got this saying: if it's not broken, don't fix it. But sometimes we got to fix it because it's broken right now because we didn't do well. We didn't even make number one in the NFC South. So we got to do something different. And I'm optimistic that Todd Bowles is going to do that for us this year. Let's go, Bucks. Let's go, Bucks. You said, what you said, friend? You said Bane is our next Warren Sapp. I can't wait to see him in action. I want to see him do his thing. You said Devontae Adams is your dad's side brother. Oh, okay. And then you said, yes, ma'am. That's right. Yeah, y'all. I like to y'all know I like to I like to tell it like it is now. In my whole opinion, these are my thoughts, and I have my opinion, and I call it my Thursday thoughts, honey. When y'all get me started with the NFL. So I'm anxiously waiting what this is gonna look like. Like I said, if y'all going to the training camps. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna do. I'm going to the preseason. And the reason why I like going to the preseason to lay eyes on the preseason, I don't care what the commentators say. I don't care what the Sports Center say. I don't care what the ESPN, I don't care what none of them say about the preseason doesn't count. Oh, yes, it does. I'm going to tell y'all something. I like to sit in that stand in the stadium, and I like to observe how the players are playing. Y'all can't tell me that preseason doesn't count. Because if they playing raggedy and they can't win not one game in the preseason, that's a problem. That sounds like, first of all, what y'all did in the training camp. I know they got to work the king side and they got to work the nerve side. And I know we got rookies. I know we got draft picks. They new to this. But you should not be playing so badly that it is evident that something needs to change. And to your point, Derek, I hope Todd Bowles is ready because you know they side-eyed Todd Bowles because that season was ugly. It was yucky poo poo. And so they looking at him side-eyed. I hope Todd Bowles got his antennas up and understand this. Todd Bowles, you got to come on that field with a clear execution of delivery of that ball, a clear execution to make sure that the quarterback is protected and the quarterback can get that ball out his hands and run that ball into the end zone for a touchdown. I think we can show up and show out. I think and what I would like to see is some positive turnovers, like we turn balls over in our favor to get a touchdown. That's what I'm saying. You know, no interceptions, just good old hard. Get your whole life all the way together football. That's what I'm looking forward to, y'all. You know, those are my thoughts. You said you should have watched the game, the Detroit Lions versus the Patriots. Brother Jamar Gibbs scored a touchdown the first play in overtime. You said that was crazy work. Oh, child, I don't know. I didn't see, like I said, I didn't see it now. When I did see Detroit play, I saw them playing my Buccaneers. And, yeah, the second time that was in Detroit when we lost. Detroit showed up and showed out. I don't think we got that W in Detroit. I know we played them twice. We won one and lost one, if I recall. Yeah, friends. But I tell you what, it has been an honor, y'all. You know, usually I do about a 30-minute show, but y'all been so off the charts in the chat. That's what I said. This chat is the best chat in the whole wide world. I got to give it up for my chat because y'all be showing that. Yes, y'all be doing the doggone thing. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be keeping this energy going. And child, I love every bit of it. You said you got faith that the Buccaneers will win this time. I do too. I'm gonna keep hope alive. What I definitely know this. We should not have South Carolina as number one in the NFC South. This is the order that it should go. Tampa Bay Buccaneers first, number one. South Carolina Panthers, number two. Atlanta Falcons, number three. Sorry, Mick Swagger, but I'm going to say it. And number four, New Orleans should be number four in the NFC South. Now, I said it in that order. That's how the NFC South should look, and in that order. Sorry, Mick Swagger. I know it's your New Orleans Saints, but I got to call it like it IT is. Because of the leveling of skill set and what I see with these teams, I feel like that's the order it should be. My Bucks should be number one. We should not be sitting like we were sitting. That was not cute. It wasn't cute, y'all. You said, are you giving a shout out? Well, who you want me to shout out, friend? Who you want me to give a shout out to? You let me know. Let me know who you want to give a shout out to, friend, because I'm getting ready to close out. This was the best episode 75. Y'all brought it. I tell you what, man. I appreciate y'all. And for all my friends outside watching, if you guys forgot to hit that like button, make sure y'all follow and subscribe to Green Eye Sparkle. Simply Carissa is my channel. Green Eye Sparkle, baby, is my show. I appreciate y'all so very much. And don't forget to hit that like button. Friends, this is all my time. And you said, oh, I'm going to give a shout. Oh, I am. As I close out, let me do my roll call. Now, I might have to put my readers on. Now, I kept my readers off the whole time. But listen, I just want to thank all my chat that participated. First, we got I call him Lil King. Thank you, Lil King, for the great conversation. I thank you, Derek. Thank you so much for sliding in. Shout out to Derek Graham. Go Bucks. I appreciate you. And, of course, I can't do this. Where I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Shout out to my moderator, Mick Swagger. Thank you for coming in, doing the research when I'm chatting. I tell y'all to look up things. Mick Swagger be on it. Mick Swagger be fact checking and everything. So I appreciate all the man, this was so fun. I appreciate all the good conversation. I appreciate everybody from the bottom of my heart. Y'all showed up and showed out. And friends, y'all get ready because next week we're gonna have us another great show. You said, and shout out someone else of my choice. You said you are the best live stream that I have watched. I reach a 10 out of 10. Oh, well, thank you. You gave me a 10 out of 10. Whoop, there it is. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Now, you share my live with your friends. I am growing my channel. I want to get to higher heights. So, y'all enjoyed y'all time with me today. Y'all make sure that y'all share this live with others so they can connect and subscribe to my channel. You all have been amazing. I'll be back next week, friends. You said thank you. Keep up the good work. Oh, I appreciate you and bless you. And y'all come back. We'll have more to discuss next week for episode 76. This is Green Eye Sparkle. Aha!